Kaya P. Horton YouTube channel. I'm like so excited, y'all. Like I done stepped out on faith and started a YouTube channel. So before we get started, go ahead and hit the bell icon and like and subscribe. Look, I done seen all the YouTube people that I watch say that. So the fact that I get to say that now is just like, OMG, it's my turn, okay? KPH is up. I'm up. It's my year. I'm really, really, really excited. So anyways, like I was saying, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And today's video is honestly not going to be anything too heavy. I really just wanted to get on here so you guys could get to know me. One of the things I found is that I know many of you may watch my videos and see my pictures, but don't necessarily know my personality because I don't talk a lot on live. I don't go live. I don't do a lot of videos. So this is not only an opportunity for you to get to know more about me, it is another opportunity for me to educate you on content strategy, planning for your photo shoots, lifestyle content, creating content. My channel is going to be educational. It's going to help you with your content, and it's going to focus on 3 pillars. So let me back it up before I get to start talking about myself. So this channel is going to focus on encouraging specifically female entrepreneurs and content creators and influencers. And I'm going to encourage you through faith. I am a Christian woman, so when I say faith, that's what I mean. I'm going to encourage you through the word of God. And I'm also going to serve up a sleigh. See, around here, we serve Jesus and we serve up a good sleigh. That's what I do. I love a good sleigh. So you will always get some kind of fashion or looks from me because when you're taking pictures and creating content, you always want to look your best. So you're going to get encouragement through building our faith. You're going to get a sleigh, a cute look. And you're also going to get some content tips. So you're going to get tips on how to plan photo shoots, how to develop strategy, how to show up authentically on social media without sharing a lot of your personal business. So those videos will be on the way and coming. But today, I just wanted to talk to you all about me, about who Kaya P. Horton is, how this journey even started, just so you can get to know a little bit more about me. So let's start off with how I even got into the whole creating content, I guess influencing, lifestyle, all of it. Let's just get started with it. So back like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I was living in Oklahoma. So it was a while. I'm going to say 5 years to be safe because I had just got married and I wanted to start a blog. And so while it is before that. So while we were engaged, actually, I had started a blog, and the focus for that blog at the time was strictly just to empower women, whether it was empowering women to find their purpose, walk in their purpose, and be fearless about it. So one of my mottos is to walk fearlessly in your purpose. That was actually the slogan for that blog. So I started a blog. I think I started it through Wix. Might have been Wix. No, it was WordPress. Definitely WordPress because I built it myself. So I built it on WordPress, and what I would do is each week I would write some blog, whether it was encouraging a woman to, step out on faith and start something new or start a business or write a book. And I would just encourage them through the blog based on my experiences. Listen, I can give you no advice about nothing I don't know about. So you don't have to worry about that for me. I don't give false advice. I give my advice based on my experience. If it works for you, cool. If it don't, God bless you, honey. I hope you find somebody that gives you what you need if I ain't got it, okay? So that's what I would do. I would encourage women and through the Wix and through Instagram and through Facebook. And so one of the things that was real popular back in the day was people would create these cute little pictures with words and quotes. I know it's still popular today, but we've moved more to video content. And so I would create these really cute images with words that were encouraging with pictures of me. And so one of the roadblocks I had kind of ran into was I could get the pictures taken, but I didn't know how to create the cute little graphics and, photos with the quotes. And I went out at the time to try to contract out or find someone to do it, and it was too expensive. Because listen, Because listen, your girl ain't out here trying to pay a whole bunch of money at that particular time, fresh out of college and whatnot, on some graphics. So I ended up meeting, in Oklahoma, one of my best friends. Her name's Courtney. Shout out to my ride or die. That's my girl. Listen, I don't play when it comes to Courtney, okay? And she told me that I should try this app called Canva and start creating. And so I was like, okay, like it seemed like a lot, but I downloaded it. And before you knew it, I got really good at this app called Canva. So I started creating my own images and learning more about graphic design, eye-catching colors, brand colors, learning the meaning behind brand colors. And I didn't have to pay anybody to do it. Did it take me a long time to learn? Absolutely. But did I thug it out and figure it out? Absolutely. But this just goes to show you, like, if you do not have the funds to do something and you just don't do it, it's an excuse. Like, sis, I really don't want to like sound negative at all, but if you really want to do something, you'll find a way to get it done. And that's what I did. And it worked. People were really engaging with it, and it really was taking off. I kind of slowed down a bit because your girl got married. Y'all, I'm married. I forgot to say that. Did I say I'm married? And just so everybody know, I love my husband. And just so y'all know, y'all not going to see none of my personal business about my life on this YouTube. I'm not about to tell you, I'm not about to give relationship advice. I'm not about to give relationship tips. I'm not about to do that, okay? Y'all not going to see that on here. But just know, my husband, I don't play about that one. I love my husband. I'm so grateful for him. So your girl got engaged. Look, I got engaged. I got married. I got pregnant a couple months after I got married. And then I kind of slowed down with the content because your girl was pregnant and I didn't want to be stressed. So I slowed down. And then in my life, a lot just started to happen. And I'm going to be honest with you, a lot happened. What I mean by that is, we had our son, and then within, I want to say 2 weeks, I was 2 weeks, had a C-section. Your girl just got cut open and moved to Dallas, Texas with a 2-week-old. And that was an adjustment, moving to a new state, didn't have a lot of family around. So I just kind of chilled for a minute. And then God kind of aligns things perfectly because I had an urge to get back into creating content and encouraging women, but I didn't know how to, juggling being a new wife, being a mom. Like, it was a lot. It really was a lot to digest. But I ended up just saying, even if you just create 1 or 2 posts a day, you can do that. And so I started creating posts about my journey. God really blessed us when we moved to Texas to find jobs. And I just encouraged women to step out on faith because too many relocating to an entirely different state with being a new wife, having a newborn baby and not having much family around. Many people will express their concerns and worries on you. And I couldn't do that. Like, I had to get in this thing. Like, you either here or you not. And so we had to ride this thing out. And so basically, my husband said, let's start going back to church. And he went back to a church that he was familiar with. And it connected me with our pastor there, Pastor Tanya. It's Pastor Norris McGill and Pastor Tanya McGill's church. And they had a women's ministry. And so it worked out perfectly because I was able to not only start creating content for myself, I was able to create for the women's ministry called Phenomenal Women there. And so from there, I was able to create really beautiful images for the ministry. And it helped me grow and create better images from my platform. And from there, I kind of shifted the blog from Kaya P. Horton to another blog called Warrior Women Essentials, which was actually a platform that was for women to encourage them to walk fearlessly in their purpose, whatever that looked like. And the thing behind Warrior Women meant that you weren't afraid for what you want for your life. Because the thing about life is you're always going to be in some kind of battle. you are. You know, there may be seasons where it's not like a huge battle, but you got to be willing to go to war for what it is that you want, and you got to be strapped with God's word. So, and that's what I felt like I was in that season. I was going to war with trying to navigate a new city, a new state, trying to make new friends, trying to get out of my headspace. Am I a good mom? Am I not a good mom? Am I a good wife? Like, I was at war mentally with a lot of things. So creating that platform not only helped me encourage myself, but it helped me encourage others as well. And God started pulling those gifts out. So when I started to create for the women's ministry and myself, people started to notice. And I ended up getting clients. I started getting clients. Hey, who creates your content? I do. And they were like, do you charge? I was like, well, no, but now I had to go back and start charging. So God started blessing me with clients. I was so grateful to have the opportunity to do something that I actually really, really, really enjoyed, which was creating content. And although it didn't look like encouraging people through public speaking or through words, you know, on content, I was still helping women, because most of my clients are women, with their purpose, because this content is marketing their businesses and their brands. So I was still helping women walk in their purpose and live out their dreams through creating that content. And your girl was getting a bag. I was getting money in my pocket. Praise the Lord for multiple streams of income, okay? Like, I was getting money, it was coming in, and then it was like overload. It was like overload. I was taking too many people. And what kind of became where I needed some balance was I was on my phone and I was creating content, and I was sitting in my oldest son's room, and he hit my phone, and he kept hitting it, and he kept hitting it, and he kept hitting it. And he was basically trying to tell me, pay me attention and get off the phone. And it was like that particular time. And even now I still have to tell myself to put my phone down, which is I gotta work on that. I was spending too much time creating content and not enough time on the things that matter the most. And so I say all of that to say, you really got to find balance in this content creation world, because it can consume you. You can find yourself wanting to record every single moment, every single thing, and that's not what it's about. We really need a strategy in place to capture what's important, in our lives, and what's truly important to us. So that kind of was an alarm to me. Like, I was creating too much content for clients. Yes, I was getting money, but I wasn't enjoying it anymore. And I was creating so much content for other people, I had stopped posting on my own page. So that kind of was a lot. And then I ended up getting pregnant again, and then the pandemic hit. So thankfully, I think that was God's way of sitting my behind down too, because I needed to relax. And so throughout the pandemic, the first year of the pandemic, I didn't really do anything because I had a rough pregnancy and I didn't know what I wanted to do. What happened to encouraging women? What happened to you helping, women and making connections that way versus just creating their content? I was missing that side. And I also didn't necessarily know if a blog or Warrior Women Essentials was the direction I wanted to go. I really wanted to see what it was like to be an influencer, a full content creator, because your girl loves fashion, like I said, and I love creating content, but it didn't necessarily look like creating content for others all the time. So during that pandemic, I had an opportunity to, sit down and think about what it is that I wanted to do. I even tried starting a jewelry store just to see what that was like. I really enjoyed that, but I love accessories, but not selling them. And then the next year I took an even further step back and was like, okay, you got to figure out what it is that you want. And what I realized that I wanted a business to where I could help women create a content strategy. I didn't want to create your content for you though. I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't want to create the cute graphics and all of that. I wanted to do it for my business, but not for everyone else. But I wanted to help you with a content strategy so you know what to create for your business platform or content. Also realized I love taking pictures. I love being in photo shoots, and I love taking pictures of others. So that means I had to bring photography in too. So I taught myself photography on the journey. And then lastly, I wanted to fully be an influencer and a content creator, because that's the part I love, that creativity, the ability to use your creative mind to create something that encourages others, inspires others. And you can do that through faith, fashion, and lifestyle content easily. And that's what I wanted to do. I followed a lot of influencers and lifestyle creators that really encouraged me. And I was like, if they can do it, then I certainly can too. One thing I want to say is I started on this journey not knowing what I was doing. As of today, I have built 3 websites. I have learned multiple apps. I've taught myself photography. I can edit videos, edit photos. So what I want to say is don't be afraid to try something new, because I went in with no gifts in this arena, and I'm sitting here now with multiple gifts that I didn't even know that I had. So that's a word for somebody. If you're thinking about starting something new, try it. The worst thing that could happen is you may not like it, or you might walk away building on those skill sets. So if it's really something you want to do, or if you've been contemplating, I really want to get into content, really want to create content and try this thing out, go for it, sis. The only thing that's holding you back is your insecurities or your mind telling you cannot do it. So you really need to try it, because if I wouldn't have been like, I want to give it a shot, I wouldn't have all these additional skills that I have now. So I was rambling. Oh, I was saying God brought it full circle. So I started off as just being Kaya P. Horton, went to Warrior Women Essentials, went to, creating content for others, went to a sexual store, and he brought me all the way back to Kaya P. Horton. I say that to say is you got to stay focused on where God is taking you, because this whole time, I think my husband, I had a conversation with him, and I was telling him, I really know what I want to do. I want to be a content strategist. I want to help people with their content. I want to offer VIP days where I'll take photos and videos of you that you can go and create into amazing content. And I want to do this lifestyle influencer vibe. But I need a name. I need some really cool name that I can go by. And he simply said it as clear as day. You are the brand. You don't need a fancy name. You are the brand. Kaya P. Horton is the brand. And a light bulb went off. Shout out to the husbands that be dropping wisdom, dropping nuggets on their wives, because sometimes we be everywhere and they just got to bring us back in together. So shout out to the husband for getting me all the way together. He said, you are the brand. And I kind of like, my chest kind of got big, because I'm like, girl, yeah, you that girl. You really are that girl. So I am back with the original way I started, but only better, elevated it with more skills. And I am now Kaya P. Horton, the content strategist, and I'm really excited about, serving all of you women and your businesses. And so just to give you a high level overview of the services that I fully offer, so I know a lot of people might know, is I offer content strategy for you. So if you have issues with being consistent, not knowing what to post, ideas to post, I offer strategy where we can sit down and meet and we can talk about all of the strategy, talk about a strategy for you, for your brand, for your business, for your content that makes sense for you. If social media is a struggle, I wouldn't have you post every day. What makes sense to you? Is it 2-3 times a week? If that's what it is, that's what we stick to. And you would have a calendar that may not have specific posts, but it gives you a foundation. So this is the kind of content I need to post. And so that's what I would offer you. I also offer VIP content days where I go out and I shoot some amazing women, and we shoot pictures and videos, whatever it is that they need to walk away with polished images for their brand and for their businesses. And I'm also a lifestyle influencer and content creator, which is my favorite part, where I create dope content that surrounds faith, fashion, and lifestyle. So when I mean lifestyle, again, y'all ain't gonna know too much about my personal life, but you will see clips and highlights of things that I feel comfortable sharing with you guys. So I think that's really all I wanted to come here and say. I wanted to talk more about, what it means, what I am, what I do, who I am, so you can hear more from me, know more about my personality, and just know that I'm here to serve you guys in the best capacity that I can. My motto that I go by is post with a purpose or don't post at all. We don't just be on here posting stuff because just to post, just to say we did it. Everything that I do is purposeful, and anything that I present to you all will be purposeful as well. So again, I'm really excited to join this YouTube journey, this channel. I'm already sweating, but that's a good thing because that means I'm nervous. And if you're nervous, that means you allow God's grace to roll in. And so I hope he does his thing with this YouTube video. And I just want to say thank y'all for watching. Again, if you haven't liked and subscribed, do that and stay tuned because this was the introduction, but we about to start getting into it next month. I'm about to start dropping gems on how to create content, how to prepare for photo shoots, do's and don'ts, how to find a photographer, what to look for in a photographer. We're about to get into it. So stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Not that active on TikTok, but go ahead and follow me because we're going to ramp it up. And again, thank y'all for watching and y'all stay blessed.